So if you think about it, you always wonder why they had that slit over top of the clown face. You know, a lot of the Mexican gangbangers get that. And I ain't never really understood why that was so significant. Now we do, right? Now the significance of this is, you know, the Nephilim look like clown, DMT creatures. When you get in that zone, look like clowns. Fallen angels, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. But what are the chances, right? That the slit is from the reptilian eye. Now, a whole nother characteristic is the frill collar, right? Why? You know, we always wondered why they had that frill collar. Now we know why. Okay, reptilian work. This is reptilian work right here. Now you see why they got the frill collar. You see the queen, you see the clown, you see the troglodyte. Okay? So it's right there in your face. You just gotta have eyes to see it. Right? A lot of us don't correlate. We don't put two and two together. Right? Now another thing I want to show y'all is this right here. Now you got Bass, then they turned Bass into the Billiken, right? Now remember, Bass was playful. Bass was mischievous and right. That's how they trickled it on down to Mirth, right? The Jester King. Now this is the trickster. You're getting into trickster god territory, right? The thing about the Best Bay situation, I just said a lot of Moorish dudes may be named Best Bay, right? This is coming from this is connecting to Moorish science. Now another name for Best is Ptah. Right? Another name for Best is Ptah, right? This is where Egypt, right? Egypt Ptah. You get into your etymology. So it's a connection here, right? And you got to be able to connect the dots. Best, which is one of the first gods of Africa, right? Kind of East African, but one of the first gods nonetheless. Clear depiction by the Billiken that the troglodyte Shriners used. And that then segue into the Jester, right? So you got the slit over the eye, right, for the reptilian eye. And then connect all this with what Bobby Hemmett was saying, right? This is all nigger shit, okay? This is all dark black shit, right? Now remember I was telling you about the red hair, the red hat of the fez, the elongated skull like the clown it, okay? Remember on Black Balloons, remember the black balloons on Black Phone, he was messing with the kids. The Jester, the clown, entertained kids, right? They both had the balloon, right? Now you got the voodoo depiction of the trickster god. Okay, this is Afrocentric.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might...
Which order would you choose to join? The Magical Order of Albaresi's Jester. Wielding the magic of jesters, you spread absurdity. The drawback is that you are compelled to deceive others. The Odifian Seal. You wield power over the memories of mortals to comprehend the universe, but upon joining, you forfeit your own. The Seekers of Dimensions. You wander across worlds in search of unheard-of colors and sounds, yet the Order has searched for millennia and found nothing. The Raven Spies. You serve a cruel kingdom watching over every subject, but you are driven mad by consuming guilt. the keepers of Orcus's tombs. You serve death. It is your shield and your sword. However, you completely lose sight of life itself. The Cantarians. You strive to make life cruel, stripping away all you hold dear. In return, you gain immunity to every form of pain. The Defiled Watchers. You infuse your mind with corruption to perceive multiple true paths, yet you may grow weary of walking them all at once. The Great Druids. You preserve what preceded reason, the most ancient nature. To become part of it, you sacrifice your sanity, gaining immense power in exchange. Which order would you choose to join?
What distinguishes a jester from a clown? First, a jester laughs when it's not funny. A clown laughs when it's expected of him. Second, a jester reveals the truth, making people laugh at pain. A clown hides emptiness behind paint and tricks, so no one notices how afraid he is of silence. Third, a jester could taunt a king and live, because his words cut more powerfully than a sword. A clown lives for applause. His king is the audience. Fourth, a jester pretended to be mad to speak sensibly.
Did you know a medieval...
How to attain the magic of the jester. Step 1. Meet the Jester Keymaster. He will lead you to a door that opens directly into your mind. Step 2. Upon entering this new world, you will face the primary trial, Monsters of Solemnity. They can only be defeated with laughter. Step 3. The Crystal of Logic will loom above you, calling toward reason. Throw a stone at it. It will shatter, and then an exit will appear. Step 4. You will stand before Giovanni Alberezzi, the Emperor of Jesters. Take the oath to spread absurdity, and you will be initiated. Step 5. Journey to Gestelia, the capital of Jesters. There seek out the seamstress Delia. She will craft your first costume. Congratulations! You have joined the magical Order of Jesters. Wear this symbol which reshapes your mind through the lens of the absurd.
Hello. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. There is only one key to open the device. It's in the stomach of your dead cellmate. You better hurry up. Live or die. Make your choice.
Oh, man.
You find your share of memories there, so dream.
So,
First off,
okay,
what is the difference between the trickster archetype and the fool archetype?
okay. Now, the fool archetype is it's generally, like, I'm talking about the regular fool archetype. It's a light-hearted, kind of like a blank slate, almost like the reluctant hero in some cases. Like you see Luke Skywalker, he's like always wearing white and that sort of thing. He's like, just before they go embark on an adventure, it's like that blank slate right before. So that's like a general fool kind of thing. The dark fool is a bit different. It's kind of there's a misstep. And I'm going to get back to your question, the trickster, in just a minute. So the fool is one that takes a misstep, and sometimes the dark fool is tricked into taking that misstep. And the trickster tends to be that like we see in the famous film Star Wars, we see the Emperor as the trickster. Somebody who's manipulating that person to take that journey. That dark, cathartic, that dark journey.
So the fool...
I want to play a game. Here's what happens if you lose.
You're crazy.
Every night I lay awake, I ask myself the same damn question. I really wanna dig into the issue. My life's one big ass great depression.
Have you ever heard of the performance spell and its inverse, the jester spell? A performance spell, well, there goes that. A performance spell or a jester spell is something that's supposed to help with performing. Before speeches, acting, talking to people in general, and it's giving 3 pentacles. That's what's going on here. So normally used to boost your own confidence or the confidence of a target, it can also be a type of spell that's used for bad. And this is where I'm saying it's all in the intention. It's always all in the intention. Because you can cast it on a target and look, everyone's having a good time, they're having a good time, their confidence is feeling great, right? But if this can be used for good, that means it can also be used for bad. Yeah. Bad. Imagine if someone casts a performance spell with ill intent. You see this? He is not happy. Casting it on someone else with ill intent will cause them to literally be a jester and jest the whole time. It is used as psychological warfare. I wouldn't do this to anyone. You're pretty much taking advantage of someone's will in order to embarrass them. Is the only way that I can think of this as being conceivable.